ISACA Abuja Chapter warmly welcomes you to her 13th Annual Conference, ANCON 2021, taking place from the 4th to the 7th of October. Our theme this year is Building Infrastructural Resilience, the post-COVID-19 era. Over the next 4 days, you will connect with industry thought leaders, improve your knowledge, and grow your network. Join us online daily from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and our website www.isacaabuja.org. ISACA, advancing IT, audit, governance, risk, privacy, and cybersecurity.
Our keynote speaker this morning is Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi. Mr. Abdullahi is an Ivy League trained strategist with 15 years of experience in IT operations, business transformation, and solution architecture across both private and public sectors. As the first Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert, CCIE, in Nigeria's public sector, he is also a certified project manager and solution architect. He also has many professional certifications in networking, telecommunications, service management, and solution design. In 2014, Mr. Abdullahi joined the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, as a technology architect and was a key resource in the development and upgrade of IT standards for the Apex Bank. He joined NITDA in 2017 and now leads the regulatory body that is mandated to implement Nigeria's national ICT policies. The next voice you will hear will be our keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi to ANCON 2021.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start by extending the DG's apologies. He really wanted to be here by himself, but due to some unforeseen official engagements, he has to be away, and he has asked me to represent him and deliver his keynote speech. Thank you very much for coming. May peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you all. I'm delighted to participate in this annual conference with the theme, Building Infrastructure Resilience, the Post-COVID Era. The title is apt and timely, considering what the whole world has gone and is still going through. I believe this conference will provide an avenue for us to reflect on the importance of making appropriate investments in various infrastructures that make our lives easier, as evidenced by the way we all relied on technology to keep on with our lives during the pandemic. That could have been possible if the telecommunication and broadband infrastructures were lacking. The idea of resilience is deeply connected to risk management frameworks. The broad impacts triggered by COVID-19 and the crucial role of infrastructure in supporting social and economic activities have intensified the necessity to consider infrastructure resilience at a more comprehensive level. In ascertaining the resilience of infrastructures, there is a need to consider some factors. These factors are the fiscal aspect, which deals with the resilience against physical stress, natural hazards, and deterioration of the infrastructure. Secondly, operations, data protection and safety, which deals with access to labor, supply chain, cyber threats, data security, privacy, and protection. On the third aspect to consider in infrastructure resilience, which is the governance, which deals with responsibility and risk allocation, transparency, trust, and contractual models. The financial aspects that deals with financial covenants, adequate liquidity, and strong balance sheets. Lastly, we have service continuity and accessibility, which deals with the role of public service and infrastructure access during crisis. In building resilient infrastructure, we need to take some essential steps, starting by developing a strategy and preparedness plan to ensure sufficient risk management frameworks, assessment of critical assets, and plan to maximize the life and value of the investment. Secondly, by considering protection and prevention through employing fault-tolerant design and safeguards, using engineering standards that are capable of anticipating and preventing risk, as well as early detection and monitoring. Thirdly, we have flexibility and adaptability. This provides alternatives and substitutes using innovative solutions to cope with threats and ability to cope with changing situations. Lastly, we make provisions for response and recovery to mitigate the effects and failures and allow emergency and management and effective decision-making. The pandemic has accelerated trends already on the way, mainly related to the demand of communication infrastructure and digital services. Innovative and proactive response to resilience challenges are needed to overcome the current crisis and prepare for the future ones. Drawing together the elements of resilience for what could become a new infrastructure landscape. In this way, infrastructure emerged and improved by shock and better able to withstand future challenges. The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, as the apex IT regulator mandated with development and regulation of IT in Nigeria, has taken several steps to ensure that investments in IT infrastructure are made with resilience as a watchword. Some of these steps taken include the issuance of Nigerian Government Enterprise Architecture and Nigerian e-Government Interoperability Framework. The main objectives of the NGAA are to provide a framework that articulates a disciplined way of organizing enterprise resources in order to provide capabilities that enable the achievement of the expected values from every IT investment. It offers strategic choices on how IT should be deployed to ensure standardization and integration of systems. While the interoperability framework is set as the baseline framework for IT systems interoperability, it provides a set of standard specifications and best practices for deploying IT systems to ensure seamless information exchange and always also encourage deployment of IT systems that promote cross-folio service provision by MDAs and ensure seamless interaction between government, businesses, and citizens while using ICT tools for service delivery. Establishment of NITDA Computer Emergency Response and Readiness Team. The purpose of NITDA site is to ensure secure server space by providing a trusted platform for networking, collaboration, information sharing between relevant stakeholders. It is also responsible for the governance and administration of the national public key infrastructure. NITDA site provides support in responding to cybersecurity incidents, publishing alerts, advisories on cyber hygiene, the latest security threats and vulnerabilities, and ensure standardization of IT security infrastructure and business processes. Fourthly, we issued the Nigerian Data Protection Regulation. The objective of this regulation are to safeguard the rights of natural persons to data privacy, foster safe conduct for transactions involving the exchange of personal data, and prevent manipulation of personal data. Fourthly, we issued the Nigerian Cloud Policy. It is the first policy direction concerning cloud technology adoption in Nigeria and a critical step towards greater cloud integration in the public service. It aims to promote a better approach to infrastructural investment and efficient IT deployment. The NCCP seeks to, among other things, enable the public sector access to cloud computing and cloud-enabled technologies for continuous development and innovation in the public service delivery. And lastly, we issued the guidelines for IT project clearance. These guidelines are issued to ensure a coordinated, standard, orderly approach to the deployment of IT systems by public institutions, thereby ensuring resilience. All these steps mentioned are achieved as part of the agency's implementation of its strategic roadmap 2017 to 2020. The strategic roadmap expired in December 2020, and the agency has developed a successor plan to chart further the course toward the agency's mandates and objective as detailed in the NITDA Act 2007. The agency is now guided by a new strategic roadmap and action plan, SRAP 2021 to 2024. This document is in line with the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy for a Digital Nigeria. The NITDA SRAP is anchored on 7 pillars and their respective goals and objectives. The pillars are developmental regulation, digital literacy and skills, digital transformation, digital innovation and entrepreneurship, cybersecurity, emerging technologies, and promotion of indigenous content. The developmental regulation pillar is envisaged to foster a dynamic regulatory instrument that will unlock opportunities across different sectors of the economy. digital literacy and skills pillar will enable the development of digital skills of Nigeria across different walks of life, as well as support the goal of achieving a 95% literacy level in the next 10 years. Digital transformation pillar will provide a robust digital platform to drive digitalization processes in the Nigerian digital economy. For the digital innovation and entrepreneurship pillar, this will enable micro, small, medium, and innovation-driven enterprises to thrive. We expect that the outcome of this pillar will create opportunities for job creation. The cybersecurity pillar will strengthen the cyberspace and reduce vulnerabilities that may be exploited by threat actors to create a vibrant digital economy. This will in turn protect the digital asset and allow citizens to have confidence in the digital economy. The emerging technologies pillar will facilitate the adoption and adaptation of emerging technologies in Nigeria. It is also to map the development of digital economy, sustainable development goals in providing quality education, poverty eradication, good health and well-being, as well as reducing inequalities. Promotion of indigenous content. This pillar will create an enabling environment for promoting, adopting indigenous innovations for a digital economy. It will also provide indigenous products and services, increase patronage, and enable iterative problem solving by indigenous digital technology. I'm pleased to note that substantial progress have been made towards the realization of the objectives and targets set in the roadmap. Some of these progresses achieved so far are establishment of IT hubs and digital capacity building centers across the country, strategic digital literacy capacity building initiatives for civil servants, public servants, artisans, women, unemployed youth, people living with disabilities, and commencement of digital state initiative, which is designed to equip Nigerian youth with the required digital literacy skills in digital marketing, productivity tools, and content creation. Also, we have intensified efforts at attracting investment in the IT sector through collaboration with multinational companies. We've also established the National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics as part of the agency's commitment towards transforming the Nigerian digital economy and creating a thriving ecosystem for innovation-driven enterprises, job creation, and national development. Also, we are in collaboration with MIT RIP, which intends to bring together academia, the risk capitalists, corporate, entrepreneurs, and government to promote innovation and entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Lastly, we've also commenced the Technology Innovation and Entrepreneurship Support Scheme. This is a capacity building program targeted at building and sustaining the technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship ecosystem in Nigeria. The strategy is accompanied with an implementation plan and a robust monitoring and evaluation framework with relevant key performance indicators. This is to ensure that the progresses in implementation of the initiatives under the pillars are properly measured, evaluated, and monitored. The vision of the strategic roadmap is predicted to the target that by 2024, the various pillars through specific initiatives will attain specific milestones. Some of the milestones envisaged are through the implementation of smart initiatives such as National Adopted Village for Smart Agriculture and National Adopted School for Smart Education. NITDA intends to create more than 55,000 digital-enabled jobs. NITDA intends to facilitate the creation of 10 viable technology hubs, six centers of excellence for emerging technologies with over 2,000 related jobs in the ecosystem. By 2024, through various digital innovation initiatives, NITDA intends to create more than 10,000 startups. And through the Technology Innovation and Entrepreneurship Scheme, the agency intends to create more than 30 jobs by 2024. And also through the MIT initiative, we intend to create around 150,000 jobs by 2024. However, it is pertinent to note that the vision of this strategy can only be actualized through extensive collaboration and implementation with you, our stakeholders. Therefore, I urge us all to key into the implementation of NITDA strategic plan to drive the will of Nigeria into sustainable digital economy, as well as to create prosperity for our citizens. In conclusion, I want to say a special thank you to the ISACA Abuja chapter for organizing and extending an invitation to speak in this conference. Thank you for your kind attention.